Oh, I went to get a new Alberta beer, and the store I go to is not normally the store I want to go to. And let's just say I'm okay. I'm not spoiled. I don't need to buy the freshest beer possible. However, if I can't get a beer that was packaged this year and it's March, forget about it. Anyway, shout out to 88 because their date codes are like super detailed and underneath the can, not to be tampered with. Packaged on February 27th, 2024, and the batch number on there, a nice big logo, which I'm very okay with. Did I want to buy a grapefruit yuzu IPA? I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, cheers, everyone. But I will say, I won't name this liquor store, but it is in kind of downtown Edmonton. And I swear they had like the little gun with the date code, and they were covering up older dates with newer ones that said 2024. So anyway, Ben Stick, if you see this, DM me. I'll tell you which store it is. Because some of your beer was looking a little, still good beer. It's just that anything with hops or fruit tends to fade after like 3 to 6 months, depending on how you're storing it and how you're packaging it. Anywho, cheers, everyone. Let's get into beer news. Oh, I also ran up the stairs. There's a lineup for the elevator because they're down to one. I'm just like, come on, beer news is starting. Anyway, thanks for making it happen. Oh my God. I'm okay with that. Oh, 6-7. Hello. Anyway, nonstop, small batch, 88. Grapefruit yuzu IPA. That's great. Great. All right, let's get into beer news. We're going to cover Edmonton, then Calgary, and then I got a little bit in Central Alberta. I didn't have tons of time today. Where are we at? Analog. They sent me a little note. They haven't announced this yet, but they have a new watermelon sour available in their tap room. It's only available in the tap room. The rest is pre-sold to a liquor store, which it comes out in April. So if you want to get the exclusive, go get that beer. You know? Oh, this is dangerous. Adjusting cameras and tipping laptops. Yuv. Watermelon sour. Hello, that sounds okay. I'm okay with that. Arbour. If you're familiar with Arbour, it's a new restaurant on Whyte Ave. It's in the former Famosa Whyte Ave location. They're doing a cask battle night next week, March 28th at 4:30 p.m. I might go live on location for this. I don't know. Debating. They're doing a cask battle night featuring Cabin Brewing and 88 Brewing. So I would say in Edmonton, those are probably the two most prominent Calgary brands that we see here. Love the reps, love the brands, love the beers, of course. Haven't been to Arbour yet. So they're doing a cask battle. And I was told from the 88 rep, if you make a reservation and you say, AbBeerGuide in your little email reservation, or you call it in, whatever, that your casks are only $5 all night. Wow. So this is kind of neat, though. There's a couple other things happening. They say put your beer tasting skills to the ultimate test and win a bunch of prizes with guest cards. Is that gift cards? Guest cards. Anyway, you get guest cards. You have to predict what the beer style is. They're not going to tell you any of this. So out of these casks, what the beer style is, what the ABV is, what adjunct flavors are in there, and which cask will go first. They got mystery prize packs from 88 in Cabin up for grabs. So, I don't know. Go make a reso. You want to drink $5 cask. Tell them this guy sent you. You can email hello@arboryag.ca. I'll make a post about it. You can figure out how to make resos. I don't need to tell you. You're an adult, I hope. There's also a featured taco menu for the evening, which they make great food. If you don't know, Chef Victor Hugo is part of Super Amigos. He did some of the food items. I believe he did some of the food items at Arbour. Pretty sure. Wait, Arbour's not on Whyte Ave. Is it on Whyte Ave? Yes, it is on Whyte Ave. Pretty sure it's on Whyte Ave. Oh, fuck. Here I am second guessing myself. Arbour, Edmonton. Is that the one on the south side? Oh, no, it's on Whyte. Yeah, okay, I was right. Yeah, Famosa. Go with your gut. Always go with your gut. Bent Stick has a new beer called Roll Together, which is a Kvass. If you don't know, a Kvass is a traditionally an Eastern European beverage where brewers get fermentable sugars from unused bread. So if you got a couple loaves, in the cellar, make some bread out of that. So Faro sandwiches hooked up Bent Stick with some scraps and unused bread rolls to add to the beer. They also added a bunch of rye malt to enhance the nice doughy, toasty character, which is complemented by the yeast-derived spice notes. This beer has come out before. It's been a while. It's a great beer. It's very interesting. I like learning about new stuff. And again, this is like the slow season right now. Enjoy it. Savor the moments where you can try a bunch of different new beers every week. Because once the summer hits, for certain breweries, it's like production mode, and you get to drink the same shit every week. Bent Stick also brought back their Solid Gold, which is a Belgian Golden Strong. It did win a gold medal at the Canadian Brewing Awards last year. It would have been awkward if it was called Solid Gold and won silver. 8.5%. It's got a light malt character along with some notes of ripe pear, spice, and bubblegum from that Belgian yeast. It makes for an oh so wonderful slurping experience. People saying stuff? You're doing great. Thanks. Steel Cage Cask Battle. Yes. What's up, Mr. Sutton? Haven't seen you for minutes. Got to hit the links. Teach me how to swing that golf club this summer. Blind Enthusiasm, I announced this the last 2 weeks in a row, so I'm not going to go to all the details, but they had their homage to the old ones blend of 4-year-old spontaneous beer. That officially is available this week, today. So they had a tasting event for it. I got to taste them the other day. Ooh, delicious. I gotta say, the lighting on IG is way better than the lighting on YouTube. Anywho, Growlery has a new beer. They haven't announced this yet, but they sent it to me. It's called Finch. Is that like a bird? Who knows? Hopped wheat ale. That sounds great. Come on, weather get better. I want a hopped wheat ale to join the sunshine. Irrational has a new beer, of course. I heard a rumor, unconfirmed, just spreading gossip, that Nathan from Irrational wants to do a new beer every single week this year. So he's got lots of experimental beers, small setup. Buy him at the taproom. He might be able to pull this off. Of all the breweries, he's one of the ones that can pull it off. Anyway, Experimental Ethereal 9. It's an Italian pseudo pilsner at 5%. This recipe uses 100% floor malted pilsner malt from Hogarth Malt. When you hear Hogarth Malt, just understand your beer is going to be amazing. It's a stamp of approval. Brewers know what they're doing when they're getting malt from Hogarth Malt. Plus, they use some of their favorite European hop varietals, Czech saws, and German saffron. So you're going to get clean profile from the Lutra yeast and a light grain of floral notes. That's going to be a great beer. If you like pilsners, you like Italian-style pilsners, just go drink it all. Maybe save me one. Omen has Super Amigos on Saturday. So if you want good tacos in a brewery, go to Omen. Yum. Slow Pour, your favorite brewer's favorite beer bar, they have Guinness on tap, and I haven't had one yet, but I need to. They care so much about how they pour beer and glassware and authenticity and the history and the stories. That's why I've been sharing kind of their posts. Just go there. You'll appreciate it. And then Beer Rev does Cask nights Fridays at 5, and that's it for the Edmonton news. Just cruising through it. Let's do Calgary news at 17 minutes after the hour. All right, what have we got in Calgary news? I don't know. Go drink this beer. It's pretty tasty. Non-stop. Grapefruit yuzu. Siding 14T. Yeah, right. This is some. Go visit them. That's in the end of my news, but they're open till March 28th. Then that's it. Got a week left. So go say hi to Siding 14 if you haven't been in a while or if you haven't been. Calgary news. Annex has a new beer called Big Picture. Big Picture, like a big picture, which is a lemon lime sour. It's a lightweight, easy drinker, delicately kettle soured and loaded with zesty citrus notes and a pleasantly dry finish. So big carbonation and flavor. It's one spritzy brew. Yum. Boiling Ore. New brewery in Calgary. New brewery. They've been around for a couple years. They just never had a tap room before. Now they're doing a grand opening this Saturday, March 23rd, 2 till 10 p.m. Where the hell are they? Just Google it. You can figure it out. But to give you an idea, they're over by the Brewsters and the Big Rock over in the southeast. Kind of very industrial zone. Born Brewing has a new beer called Park Pass 001. This will be Park Pass of 4 that will come out this year. This one's a hazy IPA, number 1. Cornucopia of fresh fruit aroma, including juicy peach and sweet berries. Dry hopped using the hop HBC 431, which means nothing to us. What basically means it'll give us an abundance of, and Centennial. So you'll get a hint of zesty lemon. Okay, sounds great. Importantly, it's a park pass because you'll collect stickers that are on the labels. Hang on to it. You collect all 4 this year and you get to enter in for a grand prize. I imagine it's something hiking related, maybe a park pass for a year, maybe a bunch of beers for a year. I don't know. I'm speculating, but got to participate. Brewsters brought back Lanigan's Irish Red Ale for St. Paddy's Day, and I haven't had it yet, so I got to go drink some beers. Burn Block Social has a new beer. I'm sure they made a post about it now. But earlier today, when I'm pulling information, they had a story that just said, new beer coming soon. Just tell people what it is. Tell people. I guess it was like the day before. Anywho, Here Comes the Sun Pale Ale at 5%. It has a light malt profile, which allows the hops to take center stage, which come out with a delicate and unique aroma of ripe strawberry, honeydew melon, and lemon zest. Yum. Flavor shifts to a more citrus-forward direction with kumquat, navel orange, and lime coming forward. Smooth on the palate, low-medium perceived bitterness. Overall, very refreshing. Showcases a lovely, elegant hop. Didn't say what hop it was today. Sounds good, though. Just in time for winter, am I right? Second winter, third winter. Who's counting? Cold Garden has a new beer. A new beer. Remember when they put out a malt liquor and what they call it, Cold English instead of Old English, and they got sued? Yeah, there you go. Your plans to Calgary. Done. I love it. Cold Garden put out a malt liquor. They got sued, cease and desist, couldn't do it. They've got everything repackaged. I don't know if it's a new beer, if they sold off the other ones or just relabeled. I'm not sure. Maybe someone can grab one and report. I was bugging some liquor stores at Edmonton to bring it up because it's stupid and I love it. Flamingo is a malt liquor at 8%. It's crisp, bronze, crystal clear, extremely crushable. I love this copy. I don't always steal all the copy word for word, but this one's worth it. Refreshing, like dipping your feet in a pure, untouched mountain stream. It tastes like memories. It has a light malt sweetness, a pristine, crisp body. There's balanced floral hop bitterness and a friendly little nibble at the end to remind you that you're, in fact, not in high school anymore and that you're drinking an 8% malt liquor. So be careful. Anyway, Annex did a malt liquor a few years ago, and it was delicious. It was like a craft beer version of a malt liquor, and I was very happy with that. I drank it on a rooftop and had a great time. Didn't fall off either. Also, Cold Garden's doing a bike parts swap and shine on Sunday from 10 to noon. Great way to start thinking about the spring. Tune up your bike, go get a part, give a part, trade a part, declutter, spring cleaning, get the new stuff, trick it out, drink beers, live forever. And then their Crafty Monday this week is decorating Easter eggs ahead of the game. I like that. What else we got? 88 has a new beer called, not this one, this is from a few weeks ago, nonstop. 88 new beer this week is Streets of Fire, which is a hazy IPA. So they added a bunch of hype hops, Idaho 7, Galaxy, and Nectaron, which bring out intense tropical fruit flavors. Mango, orange, peach, and pineapple come together to give you an early taste of that sweet summer feeling. We need that right now. Also, we announced last week that they had a new format. They're doing short cans, 355s, in a 12-pack of their cassette lager. Now they got a contest related to it. Certain accounts you can enter online on Instagram, but there's also certain retail accounts where you can win a boombox, and it looks cool. It's like a 88 vibes boombox, Bluetooth controlled. You don't have to worry about rebuilding your tape deck collection or your cassette collection. Although I found a shoebox the other day, I was given it to me by my older brother, and it is full of cassettes. I got Wu-Tang, Enter the 36 Chambers. A lot of cool stuff in there. Anyway, there's a bunch of Wu-Tang. We should just have a cassette listening party. Any cassette DJs out there? All right, establishment. They brought back Pilsner. I didn't realize it was gone. Pilsner is a cracker-like, malty, punchy, floral, hop, balanced bitterness, clean finish. Perfect Pilsner. It's actually great. At the tap room, ask about getting it poured slow. Ask for a slow pour. It will change the beer, and it's glorious. Evil Corporation's doing a networking event that includes a hot sauce tasting on Thursday, March 28th. Knock your socks off, hot sauce. That sounds too hot for me. Last Best has a new beer just in time for the winter again. Peanut Butter Brown Ale. It's aged on roasted peanuts. Notes of malty chocolate, roast coffee, and dark fruit give a nice complement to the peanut flavor and aromas. That sounds great because most people just use a peanut butter extract, a peanut flavored extract, and it usually tastes like that. So to age this on roasted peanuts, that sounds very, very interesting. What's up, Turkey Lady? The real one, not that fake one that's been bothering me. I love that Last Best in their copy also said contains peanuts. Because people are dumb and don't read. They're just like, what do you mean this peanut beer has peanuts in it? Anaphylactic? I can't say that word. Allergic. New Level brings back their Sea Witch, which is a passion fruit sour. Easy drinking sour with a clean finish. Finally, they brought back another sour. Ugh. That last beer they put out wasn't a sour. Riots in the streets. The passion fruit sour is brewed with oats and wheat for a fuller mouthfeel, bright tropical notes on the nose. How delicious. What's up, Burn Block? I just announced your new beer. Appreciate it. Stony Slope brought back their Nathier Dry Irish Stout. They announced this after I pulled info last week. I like Irish Stouts. That's what I'm about. The Nitro Tap adds a rich and creamy mouthfeel, which balances the edge of the roastiness coming from red shed malting roasted barley. I don't know about you, but Guinness is delicious. We have so many delicious dry Irish Stouts in this province. I want to drink them all. And balsam. I do want to drink balsam. It's not an Irish Stout. It's an English dark mild, and it is glorious. And I'm not paid to say that, but maybe one day I will. Village Brewery has a new beer, an ESB, which is an extra special bitter. Don't worry, it's not bitter. An ESB is basically an English pale ale, and they're glorious. Underrated style for sure. Rich and full-bodied, has caramel notes with a satisfying residual malt sweetness. The subtle presence of hops provides a wisp of fruity aroma and moderate bitterness, ensuring a well-balanced brew. That's what English pale ales are all about. It's balance, and I think that's why I like them so much. All right, let's get into Alberta-wide news. I don't have too much stuff for Alberta-wide news. I really don't. I asked breweries outside of Edmonton, Calgary, send me stuff. I don't have the time to pull from the other 80 breweries. I can't do it. I pull from 60 breweries just to pull the beer news because I want to know what's going on. But the other 80, just send it to me and I'll add it in the mix. What do I have? I thought I was talking about Siding 14. Maybe I already mentioned it. Did it just disappear? Oh, there it is. Yeah. So yeah, Siding 14 in Ponoka, they're closing on March 28th. That is their last day. Basically, they did their best. They did this for 7 years. They came in the game with a brewer, with a malt grower, and a hop grower, and they said that they weren't profitable, and it happens. So, I wish them the best. The closing, they gave lots of notice. If you want to go visit them, go visit them. Hopefully, someone else can take over the space and bring a brewery to Ponoka. I think it sucks to get used to having a space where people get together and drink beers. It's very different than hanging out in a pub or a bar or a restaurant. A brewery is just different. And to get used to that for 7 years and not have it, it's a huge loss for the community. So, anywho, that is it for beer news. My name again is Andrew. Beer News is every Thursday at 4 o'clock on Instagram and on YouTube. And just so you know, if you don't want to watch a 20-minute video, I'll post a link in my Instagram bio. For those of you on YouTube, it'll just be in the description, all the notes that I read off. So if you don't have time, you just got to fast forward. What's the new beer that came out? What's the new ones in Edmonton or Calgary or whatever? Read the script on the YouTube description. Wow. All right. We'll talk to you later. Ta-ta. YouTube, you are glorious, and I appreciate you. Cheers.